sometimes it feels like games are just sentient and know precisely how to get on your nerves. It took me quite a few tries to get my hands on the Paku Care package, but you know what really bites? I had to give up on a lot of good duplicates to get it. Anyhow, greetings and salutations everyone. I'm Ekamek, this is Let's Play Oxygen Not Included. In the last episode I've done some calculations and I have determined we have enough hungry duplicants that we are still good to get the carnivore achievement. The downside is that we just don't have enough meat in the world to get that achievement. So we're going to need to find ways to scrounge and get extra meals. Like, if we get down to the very last day, I'm actually going to set up an attack order on the entire hatch ranch because we should have enough eggs in storage to handle that. But even then, we're going to make it very close to the wire for this. I'm vegetarian, but every time I do this, it has to be done because the achievement is there. And the thing is, I think that's better in the long term than any other food that we could have anyway, so we're going to still keep doing it after we reach the milestone. But on the upside, we've actually finally found the teleporter. This is not the teleporter, this is a nat gas geyser. The teleporter is over here, and eventually we're going to have excavated that and we'll have to send someone through, so I might have to have a look and remind myself who I need to fit. So, whoever goes through, I want to have Iron Gut. That's my most important thing. If I can't, then at the very least I can send Hassan through because he's got excellent digging and building skills, but even so... Abe is here because I wanted glow stick. I thought that would be interesting. Liam. Right, I had decided that Liam would be the person to go to the other side because he has Iron Gut. Here's the catch-22. Well, here's the catch, rather, with sending Liam through. If Liam is somewhere else, then he's not eating into our meat stir. Oh, damn it. We have one day to get that Paku fillet out of there. We could also go on a hunt against some of the wild Paku that aren't in that big collection. You probably did lay an egg, honestly. But yeah, if we're going to make this achievement, we have to be willing to cut a few corners. Anyhow, with that pleasant idea out of the way, I've also been working on digging a route to get to the front door here. Because if I'm right, and I feel like it is, there's going to be another neurovacilitator in here. We don't have a way to create any new facilitator recharges, so we have to rely on finding them in the wild. There might also be one on the other side of the teleporter. I don't know, I haven't been to the other planet yet. I just know what geysers it has buried there. And at some point I should probably dig my way to the surface because we can see the surface just barely. Because we can use a telescope to check out what planets are nearby, and it's guaranteed that somewhere within very close range, so it's either going to be this, this, or this. There's going to be a new type of planet, the irradiated forest asteroid. We've got no way of landing on it, but we might as well start preparing, right? Honestly, after we deal with the immediate food problem, our real objective is going to be pushing our way into the oily swamp asteroid and preparing to create renewable oxygen. Wait a second. This cool steam vent is Ooh. Okay, so how far are we in research? Okay, so that reminds me. Recently, we unlocked the Textile Loom. This allows us to produce snazzy suits, which can be upgraded to Primo Garb at the clothing refashionator. That's been added in the latest upside. We can make cool vests or warm sweaters, which are for either hot areas or cool areas. But the thing that I didn't show off, carpet tiles. So, basic tiles just increase your run speed by 25%. Metal tiles have a better run speed increase, and apparently a better decor value, but the real advantage is that heat travels through them quickly, so you can use them for advanced thermodynamics. The insulated tile is the reverse. It actually looks pretty bad, and it doesn't have a run speed bonus, but it has a very slow heat conduction. Now the carpeted tile, it has even better decor, but a slower run speed. And you can give it a 10% decor bonus on top of that, so... Actually, wait. You can give it a decor bonus from using reed fiber, but then you could also build it out of granite and get another 20% decor bonus. So, and... Sorry, minor cough. And on top of that, when duplicants walk over them, they get a stress bonus, or rather a stress depletion bonus. So yeah, carpeted tiles are for making your duplicants comfortable. So even though they're all tiles, they all serve very different purposes. I think we'll make it. We do indeed think we'll make it, but we might also want to dig down this way as well. Aside from the fact that we want to get to the teleport bunker, we also want to get to the meat that these guys will be dropping, no doubt. Because yes, that is an important thing we have to do now. We have to get our hands on meat. I'm actually going to do something a little bit different than here. I was thinking, okay, just dig your way down to here, but then all this polluted water is going to off-gas and upset this mushroom's habitat, so I'm not gonna. Instead, I'm going to make a slight little incline here and dig my way down like this. We are getting a few more critters to go with our meals. Now, this isn't always a thing you have to worry about, but it's always a good idea to make sure you dig your way down to here, because this is the teleporter receiver. When your duplicate makes their way back from the asteroid, because there's a teleporter transmitter on the other side, this is going to be where they come into, and as you noticed, it's not connected fully to here. You don't want them starving to get in this little box here. Also, a few more databanks, but also incongruously placed research notes. I made a horrible discovery today while reviewing the work of the artificial intelligence programming. It seems Dr. Ali mixed up a file when uploading the program onto a rudimentary robot. He discovered that the device displayed the characteristics of what he called a puppy that was lost in a teleportation experiment weeks ago. This is unbelievable! Jackie has been hiding the nature of the teleportation experiments from me. What's worse is that I know from previous conversations she knows I would never approve of this pursuing this line of experimentation. I'm sorry I was reading that. The societal benefits of teleportation aside, you cannot kill a living being every time you want to send them to another room. The moral and ethical implications of this are horrendous. I know she has been keeping this information from me. When I searched through the Gravitas database, I found nothing to do with these teleportation experiments. It's only because this reference showed up in Dr. Ali's AI paper that I was able to discover what's been happening. Jackie has to be stopped. But I know she's beyond a reasonable discussion. I hope this is the only thing she's hiding from me. But I fear it's not. Despite myself, I can't think of the intriguing possibilities this presents for AI development. It haunts me. I fear I may be sliding down this slippery slope at the bottom of which Jackie is waiting for me with open arms. So it doesn't tell us exactly who this is, but... Oh yeah, we've got new research. It was the improved ventilation. So this gives us the Atmos sensor. Send a green signal or a red signal when gas pressure enters the chosen range. Nice. But everything else is in ventilation. Insulated gas pipes, very important for transporting hot gases about without scalding everything in the immediate vicinity. I think you can already think of one application for this. The high pressure gas vent. We can't make it because we don't have plastic. But this is a more powerful version of the gas vent. The gas vent has the drawback that when it reaches about 2,000 grams, then it just shuts off. So it's good for basic oxygenation of the area, but it's not so good when you want to work with high pressures. High pressure gas vent is actually used for advanced gas containments. Someday we'll get into that, but it won't be today. And then we have the gas shutoff. Send a gas signal and power, and it routes them to an alternate gas line. It's a cheaper way to get a gas filtering system, but it's not flawless. So think carefully about what will happen if it goes wrong before you install one of those. Wait, Liam? Oh right, Liam has access to the level 2 digging, it's just that we haven't, we didn't change his hat because we liked having people with multiple types of hats. As long as we don't dig up any of the slime lung, we should be fine, but I just realized there's a thing about Buddy Bud I probably should address. Buddy Buds are leafy plants that have a positive effect on morale, much like a friend. That's not quite how they work. What they do is they emit floral scent, which a lot of people will get a stress bonus to. That is, they won't get stressed from it. It'll reduce the... Oh. Do you have it? No, but whatever. It adds -% stress per cycle. But it also triggers allergies. So if a duplicate has the allergies negative trait, then the moment they get into an area with the floral scent, they immediately have an allergic reaction. It's bad on their stress levels, it's bad on their activity, it's all around not a nice thing to have. And they'll immediately try to find some allergy medication to get rid of it. We've already seen this in bristle blossoms, but now we've got a plant that can produce it all the time. You may or may not want this. I did used to think that maybe you could use a duplicant with binge eater and allergies to try and get through the carnivore achievement faster, but I'm not sure whether it counts, and I don't want to experiment with things as they are now. We've passed the 80 cycle line. We are now tied to however many more hatches we have. No new eggs. We might still be fine with the egg meat, because I realized that it's really the 5 cycle line where any eggs hatching aren't going to be any help. But it's entirely tempting to immediately take the auto harvesters to the hatch ranches, but that actually wouldn't help, because then the automation would immediately start bypassing the drowning chamber and sending them back into the hatch ranch. We have to save that for the very last second. We're still working on getting our way down. Oh, I haven't shown off how they tend grub fruit plants, have I? Oh well. Oh, maybe we can show this off for once. All critter grooming has the same animation, but still I don't know whether I've shown it in close like that. Liam's having a good day at least. But apparently, yeah, you can see the cold air is starting to get to the place. You can also see here that the natural high temperature of the jungle biome has started leaching into everywhere else. I always called it the caustic biome though. We can increase the speed of our excavation downwards. And unfortunately, I don't think the textile loom is actually going to help that much. But it's still a thing we could at least put some use to. Oh. Rather than connect it to the textile loom, we can connect this lamp, or rather this ceiling light, up to this network. That works. And what else? Where else can we do something productive? Synchronized barbecue. How much larger could we make this room before we cancel out the Great Hall bonus? I think what we could do is something like this. The thing is, 120 tiles is just a bit smaller than 2 of these rooms on top of each other. Steve has a skill point. Sure, we can make you a high-grade carrier. Or courier. I did actually realize that one of the new duplicates added by the update They don't have a unique new overjoyed reaction, but what they do have is a unique stress reaction. So I'm tempted to get her the next time I need it, but at the same time, I still fear what could go wrong. I also saw a few wheezewarts when I was making my passes through trying to get the Paku care package. Carbon dioxide is starting to become a little bit of a problem. I think what I need to do is to install this here. Run it in connection with the whole system here. And then when we carve away this part of the room, the excess carbon dioxide should flow to here without disturbing the carbon trap we have here. Hang on, how come you aren't down here fixing this? Okay, where is he? Oh! A baby dense puffed. It's going to help us out with oxalate production, definitely. But where's our builders and diggers? I think I might have a problem here with using the wrong sort of element to make these ladders. I might want to swap over to igneous rock, but the thing is we're almost about to start digging into sandstone, so we'll already have the extra material at close range. Let's just mark this whole area as a level 6 priority job. Right, there's another problem with the drowning trap. Sometimes the hatches just don't want to enter this area. Now we can fix that. And I think I will actually. We need to convince them to go into the trap. We're going to bait the trap. And hopefully they'll be more interested in eating the sandstone than they will with eating the meat, because we desperately need that meat. We could also kill this Draco here. So there's 2 Draco. Oh, this is our first time making fried mushroom? I guess the other time a duplicate ate the mushroom before we could fry it? You're doing a good job, Hassan. You're doing the printing pod's work. So we've got about 4 minutes left till overtime, but we are making our way towards the teleporter. So we seem to have lured in 2, but we might also have lost the meat. No, it looks like they were more interested in the sandstone. Oh, research complete. Hazard protection. Okay, this is good stuff. Unfortunately, it also... So, hazard protection. Basically, we've learned how to make exosuits. Or rather, atmosuits. Forge protective exosuits for duplicants to wear. They won't fabricate items unless the recipe is queued. So we install this somewhere. Let's put it here. This looks like an area we haven't used for anything important yet. I might also want to dig out this area just a little bit so that, well, we can catch the Sweetles that decide to wander into this little crevice. But yeah. What you do is, you put down an atmosuit checkpoint. Now, duplicate... And you can press 0 to flip it back and forth. Duplicants cannot cross this point without an atmosuit. You then install as many atmosuit docks after it as you want. And that's where you install the atmosuits that you get from the exosuit forge. This is complicated to explain. It's a lot easier to understand when you see it. Plus we've got drywalls, which are for making it easier to maintain atmosphere in space. Very important thing, that. Where could we invest into now? Okay, let's think about it like this. Is there anything that I desperately need for an upcoming project? Yes, there is. We need renewable energy. We also have the atmosuit pattern for the exosuit forge. Basically, exosuits are for getting your duplicants into areas that they otherwise wouldn't be able to survive in. Oh, new printables. You know what I should have done? I should have checked the egg count. I feel like a bit of a weight has been lifted off me, realizing that, wait, the eggs do count. It's the day 80 that's the cutoff point for eggs hatching, or rather, for eggs arriving. So any egg laid after day 80 won't hatch in time. We should have enough meat. That's such a huge weight from my shoulders. So, can we get someone... I don't feel safe getting new duplicants anyway. Like, if there was one of the ones that I saw in that bit, if I do see a really good combination, then I will take them. But until that point, I think I'll just take care packages for special things like the mirth leaf seeds. Anyway, until next time, take care guys. We'll see you all around.